under the red right hand.
Hi, today we're doing up and over. We do the up and over cut on hard-boned fish, and this hard-boned fish is called a silk snapper. It's got a nice pink body, some yellow in between the dorsal fin and the lateral line, a little hint of yellow in the fins, the reef dweller, and a very hard-boned fish. So the way we're going to fabricate this is we're going to start with our handle against the head, and we're going to turn this about a 45-degree angle to the lateral line and spine, and about 22 degrees tucked under the collarbone. We're going to draw the knife into the head, turn the blade over in our hand, and we are going to cut behind the pectoral fin and as close to the pelvic fins for maximum yield. We're going to gently spin the fish away from us, swimming away from us. And we know that these dorsal fin bones go all the way to the spine, so the spine is this far down. I use these like training wheels. Just drop the length of your knife on them. Tighten up the belly a little to tighten the skin, and cut very shallow from the head all the way through the tail. If you're good, you'll split the tail. Run your fingers in here, nails upside down, and you should feel the dorsal ribs on your fingernails. If you feel them on your fingers, you went underneath them, just course correct. When you're happy, go a little deeper, flexing the whole way for maximum yield. You don't want anything between your knife blade and the ribs, and cut until you hit the spine. I'm at the spine, I can't go past it. Once I have that done, I'm going to come up into the head and scoop the meat out. And I'm going to gently go over the spine like a flat cut, releasing the meat off the spine from the head to the tail. Once that happens, I'm going to expose my rib cage a little with the tip of my knife. And like the flat cut, I'm going to start in the tail. Flex, flat come out, and up. And when I get to the rib cage, I got to come up slightly and then ride them down like you're taking the breast off a chicken carcass. So knife tip in the head, ride the bones down, and your fillet comes right off. For side two, you're going to start still with it swimming to your cutting hand, still at the edge of the table, tip on the eyeball, come over the gill plate and collarbone, push the knife in the head, and swing it around to release. Swim the fish towards you, and this time, starting in the tail, come down. I'm pulling so hard on the ribs that my dorsal fins are moving. Feel for the bones. I'm dead on them. Cut spine deep. Once you hit the spine, make sure you can release the head flesh. I missed two ribs there, so we'll just fix that. Come over the spine. And because I'm right-handed, my last cut, I'm going to swim the fish towards 10 o'clock, and this time flex backwards against the spine, lug my knife down, and come out. Flex, flat, and out. This is much like the flat cut. I'm just riding the bones the whole way out. Okay. Now I've got two fillets, and we need to remove the pin bones on here. On hard-boned fish, it's usually a safe bet if you look in the bloodline, above where the rib cage was, that's where you'll find your pin bones. So snappers, bass, groupers, catfish, any fish that has pin bones, tile fish, anything we see in this class, bronzini, we'll always look in the bloodline of the hard-boned fish and make sure you pull these. Alternately, there are methods to cut them out for more advanced techniques, but for the sake of our class, we're going to pull the pin bones, discard them, double check that there's no bones left behind, and store the fish. We're going to go flesh to flesh and transfer that to a pan.